Hey, how's everybody doing? McNeil coming to you from the garage, and I'm making a little more progress on this guy. Um, and as you can see, I got some paint down. We talked about last time that I was going to paint the two parts and then put them back together, and then I was going to foam it. And that's what we got going on right here. Usually that is not the order of operations, but it made sense in this case because this mask had a giant hole and I needed a way to fill that hole before I foamed it, because I didn't want to dig out a whole bunch of foam and I wanted to put the skull in there. To be honest, I'm trying to figure out exactly what's the best way to follow through with these guys, but it seems like to me that in this case the best move was to do what I did. And maybe it wasn't super smart to paint it first because I could have gotten foam all over it, but that's what the trash bags are for. I put the back half of the mold for the Amy in a plastic bag so that at least I would have a cradle to foam it. And then I I strapped it in with some blue painter's tape around the neck, and then I set it up like this, and then I filled it full of foam like I usually do, and it looks like we have success. So I've laid it down now just so that any rising foam wouldn't be deformed, because it was pushing on these teeth a little bit on the inside of that bucket. So yeah, now I'm just waiting for the foam to finish curing, and I'll pull it out. I still have a lot of work to do around here. Once I got the skull part in to the face, I realized that I needed to cut this back a little bit more. So I'll add some gore and some tendons and stuff. I just shoved a piece of latex in there to make sure that the foam would not snake out. Look, it looks like maybe a little piece of foam squirted out there, but I think we did okay. There's no foam to be seen for the most part, so that's good, or at all really, except for that one little spot. But yeah, I got to put some latex gore in here, and then I'll put some stuff on the chin. And if I go by the paint job of what sort of I'm emulating here, there's a lot of black that's going on, but I won't do black. I'll do I'll mix some dark red with the flocking, maybe a few drops of black in that red, just to kind of bring that blood color to make it look more rotted. The other thing that I did here is I came in with a wood burner and I burnt buckshot holes into his face. But now that I've carved this back, I'll come back in with that that wood burner and add some more pock marks in here, just so that I can complete that sort of shotgun blasted look. And I think I'll probably come in here with a Dremel and maybe knock some of these teeth down a little bit. I've left a couple of them out. It's hard to tell from the references that I've got from the movie which teeth are there and which are kind of blown away and broken and that kind of stuff. But I'll probably do some broken teeth before I really kind of gore him up. And as you can see, we talked earlier about extending this mouth. You can see there's the seam right there, but once I get that tongue in there and get this all kind of gored out, this is completely inconsequential. And I think we're going to have a pretty cool mask here. Do some hair work on him and maybe get a jacket and a shirt. But this is going to be great because now that I have it foamed, I'll be able to not try to stretch it over my ed head or this other wig stand or even that tennis ball. Yeah, I see you looking at me. Even that tennis ball, because it just deforms everything. What's nice about this foam is it fills everything out, and I'll be able to stick it directly onto that stand to work on it. So, and when I punch the hair, it gives me some resistance for hair punching. So anyway, I'm really kind of excited the way that this guy's coming together. And if you've been following along, this is part 3. And maybe it looks like that there was a lot of work done between part 2 and 3, but it's just been a lot of little things that have added up. The most sort of significant thing really was the paint job in regard to bringing it to this particular look. Everything else has just been trying to figure out the best way to glue things together and how was I going to foam it and all of that stuff, because I usually like to foam stuff in the mold. But again, because this isn't a mold mask, how do you foam it? So there you go. We figured out how to foam it. And I've made his tongue. So once I get this guy out of here, I'll put him back up over there. I'll start goring him out, throw that tongue in there, punch some hair. I talked to Tim at 4 Seal today, and he's got some eyeballs for me. So I got eyeballs for this guy coming. I got a couple of eyeballs for her. That's just a temp that you see there. And I've actually got 2 sets of Jerry eyes coming, because the last 2 finished Jerrys have been cast, and this is a blank that somebody had ordered. So yeah, we're despite me having COVID all week, today has been a very productive day. So there you go. And there you go. Here he is. Talk to you soon.